Hello students, welcome back to this molecular spectroscopy series. Today we'll start with lesson number 4. Rotational spectroscopy or microwave spectroscopy. In this video, we solve the derivation for bond length of simple diatomic molecule. But before this, firstly, we have to understand that what is the rotational spectroscopy. So, when microwave radiations are incident on a molecule, then molecules start to rotate and due to this rotation of molecule, its rotational energy levels are changed. Due to this change in rotational energy levels, spectra are obtained and this spectrum is known as rotational spectra and study of these spectra is called as rotational spectroscopy or microwave spectroscopy. Now you can see here how microwave radiation interact with molecule as soon as its interacted rotation will get started. Now to get this rotational spectra, we have to follow certain conditions. Like only those molecules which has permanent dipole moment give rotational spectra. Example, HCl, HBr, high, co, no etc. Heteropolar molecules. Now in this example of HCl, hydrogen atom and chlorine atom has one covalent bond between them. Chlorine atom is more electronegative than hydrogen, therefore chlorine atom pulls the electrons in bond towards itself. Due to this chlorine atom acquired partial negative charge and hydrogen atom acquired partial positive charge. So, two opposite poles are formed in HCl, then molecule become dipole and it acquired dipole moment. When dipole moments are present in molecule then it rotates under the influence of microwave radiations and spectra is obtained. Similarly, when dipole moment not present in the molecule, it not rotates under influence of microwave radiations. So, spectra is not obtained. Example H2O2N2, Cl2, etc. Homopolar molecules not gives rotational spectra. In these molecules dipole are not formed due to similarities in electronegativities of two atoms in molecule. Therefore they not have permanent dipole moment and not give any rotational spectra. Similarly, another examples like non-polar polyatomic molecules like CH4, C6H6, CCl4 not show absorption spectra, they are microwave inactive. Now after understanding of this basic concept, let's start to derive the expression for bond length of simple diatomic molecule. To solve this derivation, we need to understand some important terms that is rigid rotor, moment of inertia and bond length. Consider a simple rigid diatomic molecule AB. Rigid means its bond length is not change, remain constant during rotation of molecule. Now in this, molecule AB has atoms A and B. Let's understand, AIM1 and AIM2 are the masses of A and B respectively. Likewise, distance between nucleus of two atoms A and B that is bond length is R. So, when molecule absorbs microwave radiations then it rotates around center of gravity axis that is CG. And let's consider R1 is distance of atom A from center of gravity and R2 is the distance of atom B from center of gravity. So this is just basic introduction of this diagram and we assign them certain symbol. Now to actually derive this derivation we have to consider such a formula in which we consider all these masses and bond length. And the formula is moment of inertia that is I is equal to AIM1 R1 square plus AIM2 R2 square. Assign this equation number 1. When molecule absorbs microwave radiations, it rotates around center of gravity axis. Therefore, at the center of gravity above moments on both the sides are balanced. And that is, moment at atom A is equal to moment at atom B. So therefore, AIM1, R1 is equal to AIM2, R2, assign this as a equation number 2. Later consider, R is equal to R1 plus R2, assign this as a equation number 3. Now put this equation number 2 in equation number 1, you will get following formula. That is I is equal to AIM2, R2, R1 plus AIM1, R1, R2. Further, we take common terms outside and will get I is equal to in bracket AIM1 plus AIM2 multiply with R1, R2. Assign this as a equation number 4. Up to this we set of 4 basic equations. Now using this equation, we solve further derivation. So let's start with equation number 2 first, rearrange them to get value of our 1. And assign this as a equation number 5. Then this equation add into equation number 3, we will get r is equal to aim to r2 divided by aim1 plus r2. Now rearrange and solve this to get value of r2 is r multiply with aim1 divided by aim2 plus aim1. Assign this as a equation number 6. Similarly, we will get our 1 value, that is our 1 is equal to our multiply with aim2 divided by aim2 plus aim1. Assign this as a equation number 7. Now we have our 1 and our 2 value with us to solve I value. So let's get started. Substitute both these equation number 6 and 7 in equation number 4, we will get below formula. Then is equation number 8. Now take all the common terms outside and solve the equation. So you will get I is equal to r square in bracket aim1 aim divided by aim2 plus aim1. Further consider this bracket term as a symbol mu. And finally you will get equation number 9, that is I is equal to mu r square. Where mu is known as reduced mass, it is represented by symbol mu. Means during the rotation of molecules, the mass of molecule get reduced. So from equation 9, the value of r is derived the below, that is, r is equal to square root of I divided by mu. Assign this as a equation number 10. This equation, 9 and 10, shows the expression for moment of inertia and internuclear distance means bond length of simple rigid diatomic molecule. Hope so you understood the derivation very well, but still if you have any doubts regarding this, so ask me for the same. So thank you so much watching this video. See you in the next lesson number 5.